might as well follow through.
Yeah, your instincts have nothing to do with your mind.
Yeah.
You can wipe somebody's mind, but instinct will still take over.
So if anything, wiping his mind should have turned him completely feral.
Yeah.
Oh, and now they're going to do a Rooster Teeth fight with the two freaking people from, what you call it? Red versus Blue.
Hey, did y'all see...
I put Boomstick in it.
Did y'all see Justice League vs. Team Titans?
Yeah.
Justice League versus Team Titans?
Titans.
That's
Animated.
that sounds one-sided.
Because, like, there was this part where, like, Superman, like, comes alive, or comes, like, out of the trance or whatever, and he's like, Barry, if you can hear me, I'm sorry. He just jumps up in the air and smashes Flash's ankle. and then he was just like, hey, how long is it going to take you to recover? About an hour. He's like, you got 10 minutes. Like,
Okay.
it's like, this ain't... You're right.
Well,
What are you doing?
Sound check.
Boom.
There we go.
Boom, boom.
Because that's why I have the AC on.
but... See, I haven't seen anything like
So
that.
we should just come
Like,
up with
are you
anything
going to
else.
be able to make it out to San Fran? Because I know I can't go. I got to go call
San
American-
Diego?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still going out there. That's why I picked up the lift
Dude,
job and the bread job.
if I could have made it, if I could have made it, I would have. But, like, you can't take... At my new job, you can't take time off for the next 6 months after you get hired. So.
Right.
Ooh. Yeah, see, I've lost 2 vacation periods.
No,
because I
but like
fucking
they make
transferred
you
over.
take it. Like it's like you either use it or lose it because it's like you can only keep like 40 hours.
No, like for me, like I had vacation on the books, but because I transferred over to the other department, I didn't get to take off for it.
Oh, see, no,
So,
they let you keep it at mine. Like,
Well,
it's just
I
like
get
you
the
gotta
option
use
of
it.
selling back up to 80 hours of vacation time.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because they won't let you roll it.
Like, I applied for the same company, so maybe when I get back, they'll bring me on. You know, that'd be pretty cool.
Pretty
But
sad.
for right now, I'm just gonna do the 2 jobs.
By the way, like I told
2
Wes,
weeks.
would you like to work for ADP? Because they need people in sales as well. If that's what you want to do, you'll be working primarily with businesses selling
Doing what?
selling them human resources solutions.
No. You good.
All right,
I'm dead set on driving the truck.
all right. I'm just saying, it's a
You're
9
gonna
to
go
9 to 5
owner-operator?
position.
That's what I want to do.
Sweet.
I was just saying, it's a 9 to 5 position with weekends and major holidays off. I was just saying.
Yeah, but I get a big toy. I like my big toy.
You like this big toy?
I do like my big toy.
You like this big toy?
I do.
Yeah, well, then you play with your big toy.
I
all
will
you
play
want.
with that big toy.
This conversation got really adult.
Well, you can let it be an adult.
No. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna call it what it is.
Everybody.
Nice.
By the way, Bob's worried about you. He doesn't think you can follow instructions.
I can follow instructions.
But
He hasn't been doing anything but doing his freaking job.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't say, I don't even know who Bob is.
Bob's your boss.
I've never
He
seen
is your
him.
direct supervisor. You're still a just speaker, right?
He has not even gotten in contact with me in the
well,
past
that's a
week.
problem.
Yeah, that's where you're fucking up.
It could be why he hasn't followed instructions, because he doesn't know who's giving
It's like, who's
instructions.
this guy? That is literally your boss.
If he was to walk in, like, wherever, if I'm working, I wouldn't know who he was.
That's a problem. You need to know who your boss is.
He never calls me like that or tells me
If
anything.
he's not calling you, then he ain't got
And
nothing to worry
then,
about.
if he does call me, it's like...
Why is
something
there a
weak.
fucking cucumber on my freshly vacuumed floor?
Because it's all took it from my thing.
My what? My what?
Big doggy.
Eat it.
Man.
Eat it.
At least throw it away.
Everybody ready to go now?
Yes.
Where we going?
Out?
To the imaginary land.
I was about to say, we about to do a Pokemon
podcast
because I'm down for that.
Yeah. DB's
Imaginary
driving.
land podcast radio.
Yo,
You know I ain't driving. Driving is a death sentence with Pokemon Go.
No, you don't get to play because you're
Yeah,
already level
exactly.
13, bitch.
Yeah, you getting
Yeah.
great balls already, you bastard.
I know, right? Nobody cares
No.
about you.
No.
I'm over here sitting in the water because I forgot to turn my GPS
We're
on.
going anywhere. We're walking. Like we're
Motherfucker, we have
That's
ten.
so
We're 90s Pokemon people.
Dude,
All
you
right,
got
we
like
have
3
cars.
gyms in your area. How come you haven't taken them over yet, huh?
Because 2 of them are blue.
You can still add. You know, you can add your Pokemon to
Now
those
there's already
rosters.
3 up there.
Huh?
Now there's already 3 up there.
Yeah.
Plus,
You get on it.
oh shit! Somebody put a lure out on this dance borderless comics over there.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just starting to figure out.
This feels weird. Like everybody's playing Pokemon Go, and I'm just here with my DS, feeling like out of date.
Why don't you have Pokemon Go?
Oh no, I'm not touching that.
Why?
It's too popular. And frankly, everybody's already Team Mystic, so I'm like, I don't want to join.
No. You have to be Team Mystic if you want to be friends with us. Byron gets the exception because he's Team Instinct, and they're all like the special needs children.
Yeah, Team Instinct is like most of them are like over there.
I just joined it because your mom was up there. She was like, "Hey, you know what? I really like Team Mystic," and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, then I assume it's."
Damn.
I'm glad he said my mom really likes Team Mystic when he's over there being fucking Team.
What am I? Team Instinct? I don't know. Shit. I just joined because Russ Lepar was like, "Hey, everybody join like." Team Instinct, and I was like, "What's that?" He's like, "The yellow one." I said, "Okay."
All right. Yeah.
I'm like Russ is like that guy who goes to Pokemon Nationals and shit. I just assume he knows what he's talking about.
I mean, that's cool and all.
I was like, I didn't know these things were unrelated.
I mean, Russell Parr, that's cool and all. You know? Yeah.
Are you getting to a point here, or are you just gonna keep saying Russell Parr, that's cool and all?
I'll talk to you later.
He's really being dumb.
Hey Byron, is better if you just have a Twitter?
No, we don't actually. I should get on that.
Hi everybody, this is the Backroom Crew podcast. Today we've got a very nice little group here of people. Let's go ahead and start with me, the host.
Oh,
Evie.
you want to start with yourself?
Yeah, of course you started. So, hi everybody, I'm
I mean, I would sound pompous if I would have went last, so
no.
Either way.
So I have to go last since I'm the special guest here.
Yeah.
No.
So
we got a special guest here today. It's Byron from Better Futures. There, I fucked it up.
Okay. I feel good. I have a much better intro
that. We also have Wesley with us.
Hi everybody.
We got Josh.
Yo.
And we have Andre.
Sup?
So on today's topic,
I'm Styles from Better Future. I know we kind of had
he
that.
He just said that.
I don't care what he says. I can introduce myself.
Let the man pimp
himself. Okay, fine. Go ahead. Pour yourself out there.
Yep. I will. It's like DB has on goggles right now, and I think that's kind of awesome.
So he thinks he's a fucking Digimon trainer.
He does, man. Or he's like first season Naruto.
Yeah.
Man, he's about that Pokemon Go life.
Oh, he's about that life?
I've never once seen a Pokemon trainer just sporting goggles the entire time.
You have to be prepared for everything. No, go.
My man said Pokemon Go while catching any weather. Go ahead then. But anyway, check us out. Better Future with Styles, Scruff, and Turtle. Coming to a place near you pretty much anytime.
I really hope when there's a hurricane or something that comes through here, it'll be like a special event Pokemon that come through like Dragonairs or something. Or Dragonites. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
I hope somebody learns how to hack the game and put a legendary someplace and just robs everybody.
Well, let's talk about...
You are the person that...
What are you talking about? That's already started happening. People have been going out late at night and robbers will just look for people playing Pokemon Go and sticking them up.
If you're going out late at night and you're not in your car, that's retarded.
Let's go into Pokemon Go news. Let's use that after we've already talked about everything else. Andre... Because I know you probably looked up some gaming news this week. What's some of the big gaming?
Have they finally figured out what the fuck to do with No Man's Sky? Or is it just
it just went gold. It was on Twitter. They had the disc and everything up there. They were super hype about that.
How the fuck did it get gold? It hasn't gone on sale yet.
Going gold means that
it's
gone to final print. The thing that's been holding it up for so long is that Sky TV over in UK was suing them over the use of the word Sky in the title.
What?
They can do that. It's the reason why Microsoft's proprietary cloud storage thing is called OneDrive. It was called SkyDrive, but Sky TV sued them over the rights to use the word Sky, so that Microsoft went fuck it and changed the name.
Those are the people that need to be beat with Donald Trump's imaginary wall.
In addition,
because it's just pure ignorance.
Oh man, I've forgotten the names now. Great. Some YouTubers were caught up in a scandal because, I don't know, have you been paying attention to Counter-Strike Global Offensive?
No.
Okay, so it's really, really popular. It's terrorists versus counter-terrorist simulator.
Pretty
whatever,
sure we
yada,
know
yada,
the concept,
yada.
But yeah.
The thing about it is that people can make skins for the game, for their weapons and for characters. Those skins are worth actual cash. What's happened is that people started instead of gambling actual money, they would gamble their skins on the outcomes of matches and the like. Well, what that's progressed to is people actually betting skins on websites and gaining a bunch of skins back in return, and then selling those skins on the market.
So basically, they made
it's gambling, but
a
bit more like a roundabout. The reason why this is actually a scandal now is because it turns out that two YouTubers, a YouTuber by the name of H3H3 Productions, kind of blew it up and made it a big thing. But these two YouTubers went about and they created a website specifically geared towards gambling, and then pretended that the website actually reached out to them to kind of show them what everything was going on. So these people made a gambling website, then pretended like they had nothing to do with the said gambling website, and so they could convince a bunch of 14-year-olds, because that's what their main demographic is between about 12 and 16, that you can make tons of cash really easy using this website that we totally have nothing to do with, but are trying to give us a sponsorship deal, even though we own the website responsible.
Still.
Fun stuff.
So basically, it's kind of like the same way WoW used to.
No, it's actually just gambling. It's just there's just one additional step, which is turning the skins into cash.
Puts a whole new twist on the term skin trade.
But to make it even more sketch is the fact that it's also come to light that they've been logging into this. The people who own the website and been making these videos trying to convince people to use it have been logging into the website using false accounts with the win rate weighted against the false account to make the win results look a lot more prolific than they actually are.
So basically, somebody just went straight up old school mob Vegas casino on everybody. And
yeah, but the reason why they're kind of able to get away with it is because there's no laws or regulations about it. And guess what's going to happen real soon?
It's like Bitcoin stuff.
No, Bitcoin is legit though.
Yeah, Bitcoin is legit. It's just really hard to predict it because the value of them goes up and down so fucking fast.
And you do need specialized. When they say mining for Bitcoins, they're actually talking about solving. It's like every time your computer hardware solves this equation, you get a certain amount of value back for solving said equation. But the equation can only be solved to a certain point, and after which it cannot be solved anymore. So the money has a clear cap value. You cannot make any more of this value Bitcoin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did see a Bitcoin machine the other day, though. It was out in the hood. It was funny.
Really?
Yeah. It was like, why is there a Bitcoin machine here?
But, like, Bitcoins are, like, really, really valuable because, like, I think even a fraction of a cent can be worth, like, hundreds of dollars. Yeah,
and again, like, the whole Bitcoin thing, I really wish I paid attention to it when it first came out. Because it's the type of thing, like, you have to pay attention to it all day. Well, and then the moment it goes nuts, just drop it, and then pull your money. And then you go back into it and just keep going again and again and again.
Yeah, but at this point you need specialized hardware. People have been getting specialized 2D graphics cards specifically for the purpose of mining coins, because apparently 2D graphics cards have the processing power capable of running the calculations properly.
All right. Well,
it used to be that you could use
and fills up a whole Wikipedia page on this podcast.
I was just going to say, it used to be that you could use something like your graphics card to do it, but it's gotten to the point where it's just so power and resource intensive that it doesn't work anymore. Or the time that it would take you to even get a single coin, somebody else with a proper machine could have gotten 5 or 10.
That's pretty crazy.
How about how Blizzard decided to sue a German hacker group or cheat group because they produced a cheat for Overwatch that basically makes you too OP. Like, it gives you all kinds of extra gadgets and stuff on your head, like radar and health bars and all this other shit, and a couple of, like, auto-targeting or some other stuff, and, like, Blizzard straight up went out and sued
Was it
them.
that same guy on South Park that was in front of the computer? That,
Probably.
Like, had
Probably.
Well,
the thing about it was, though, is, like, first of all, like, Blizzard was like, yeah, we're going to sue you because it's detrimental to our games, detrimental to our property, and all this other stuff. But they filed it in California, where they're based.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody's like, we don't know how much this is going to bear weight in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're filing in the United States, you're not filing it on a global court, you're filing in the United States, California state court.
Well, it depends. If that's where the majority of their servers are located, then it might have greater bearing, especially if it's foreign software on their servers.
I just like the fact that a game developer's like, brah, the fuck.
Well, see, the thing that makes it interesting is because they don't really do that for, like, World of Warcraft. Because you can have like 10,000 widgets in World of Warcraft that give you a bunch of information.
But they built this game to be a competitive game.
No, they built it to be casual with a competitive angle.
Well, it's becoming a competitive game, and trust me, I've been playing on the competitive play. The guys up there are really into it, are fucking they're one bad game away from fucking snapping and ending up on the 6 o'clock news as the next mass shooter. That's how fucking high strung these motherfuckers are. Why aren't you pushing the fucking payload? Yeah!
So this is gonna be Evo more than likely, teams.
No, Evo, why would this be Evolution Fighting Circuit? No.
By the end of the second season.
I did that wrong. Sorry.
Because right now they're in the middle of the first season of the competitive play. Everybody's still figuring this shit out. Everybody's still doing this, that, and the other.
Well, there's been a lot of complaints that Season 1 competitive is just trash.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At the end of Season 2 competitive, you're going to see, full-up esports teams, just all they do is Overwatch.
Well, they still have to balance it, because, for instance, I was watching a different show, and they were talking about Cloud9 was doing competitive mode runs, and every one of their main members who was running either a tank or a frontline fighter or whatever was ranked 70, 75, and their healer was 65.
Yeah.
Because healing has such little weight in competitive play.
Well, it's because the competitive scoring is based on the objective play and elimination kills. So if you play because I play just on the outside of the objective a lot of times. And I'm not getting as many points as someone who's playing inside the objective, but I'm getting aggression points because I'm playing the perimeter. I'm blocking people from getting in. I'm attacking people, but I'm not getting as many points.
Let me guess, Bastion from behind a blind corner?
God, fuck no. Reinhardt coming straight at you. I will run over a Bastion as Reinhardt, first of all. I love the fact that I figured out I could do that.
He has done that before. I've seen him go head first into someone right out a window, crash into a building,
and just crush them.
Yeah,
I will take somebody off the edge as Reinhardt just so they don't fucking come to the objective.
I mean, yeah, he's killed himself a couple times. But
I've seen a video of people trying to do that to freaking Diva, and then they fall off, and then Diva just jetpacks right back on top.
No, see what you got to do is you got to hit her, and you just got to keep going, because at a certain point. She's gonna drop, and if you can stun her or hit her, because there's a tree on one of the maps that I try to aim up for. If I hit them in the tree, they usually drop.
Okay.
Because if you can break her mech, she'll jump out, and that she's squishy at that point.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's squishy anyway.
She's one hit
her face is an entire crit zone, in her mech.
No, one hit when she's outside of her mech with my hammer, she's done. Just
get
out of here.
She's a fragile little girl.
Well, it's a dude in a giant It's a dude in a giant power suit.
Against a little Korean girl.
Yeah,
really
it's like a space marine versus a regular person.
If you get behind me and you fucking wreck, you can wreck Reinhardt from behind.
Oh wow!
Well,
all his shit's designed.
Reinhardt is essentially an old man, so
yeah. But if you can get behind him and hit him in the jetpack, his thruster, that's his major crit zone. It fuck you up. That's why I hate tracers, because they can bounce behind you and just bah! He's like, get away from me! Ah! Hide in a corner with my shield up. Ultimate defensive move, corner.
Cheers, love, the cavalry's here!
Get away from me! Although it was satisfying as hell when a Pharaoh was floating up high and I did the fire strike at her and I knocked her out when she was doing the Justice Range.
You have plus, right?
What? Yeah.
What's your tolerance for frustration, by the way?
In a game or just life?
In a game, because we're talking about game stuff right now.
I'm the type of person that keeps doing the same thing, hoping for different results.
Oh, you're insane. Okay. No, because I've been watching a game called Fury. Just came out. It's brand new, released by a Japanese developer. It's a series of boss fights, and the boss fights have different stages per boss fight. Mm-hmm. It's currently free on PS Plus, and I've been watching. I watched a couple hours of that. It's really, really interesting stuff.
It's a rage-inducing. Because depending on
it feels based on what I've seen, it feels like you're playing Afro Samurai.
Well, see, with me, my frustration level is if I'm playing Overwatch and shit's getting crazy, I'll switch to one of my other characters, and it'll change up the flow, and it gives me a break from playing that type of playstyle. If it's a Super Meat Boy where you have to time it perfectly, That's when my rage meter builds up quick.
No, it's more. It's I guess a better way to describe it is it's more Dark Souls-esque with the bosses. Like you have to be aware of what's going on.
Well, I have.
Well, we all have PS4s.
Well, I'm sorry.
Well, hey. Some of us are still, peasants in the previous generation.
You're about to make a lot of money, so you can get whatever you want.
Let's, I got one more thing on the game news. I don't know if anybody still plays Dead or Alive.
No.
Oh, you're talking about the patch that put in...
Yeah.
There's a mod that put in, Jaden Smith quotes as the wall graffiti.
Well, actually, no, I wasn't talking about that, but...
That was Left 4 Dead, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about in Dead or Alive 5.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The last round. The fighting game. The one with the jiggle physics.
The jizzle physics?
Yeah, the jizzle. Well, it makes the jizzle.
You can go in and set how much sag they have by their age. And
But,
yeah.
They got a
you go in and set how old they're supposed to be, and their titties will move accordingly.
They've got a mod pack in there now for Attack on Titan coming up.
Really?
In September.
Can we talk about how Attack on Titan isn't actually going to be made anymore?
Yeah, and they've also going to put Mai Shiranui in it from King of Fighters.
Oh, okay.
The ninja with the
no, I know what you're talking about.
The original jiggle physics.
Jiggle figures.
Look, man, I can't talk.
I jiggle figures up in here. You're in the wrong line of work if you can't talk.
I said jizzle figures.
Hey, don't feel bad. I just asked generic questions.
I'm with you.
Yeah, apparently.
Fuck that shit. I don't care.
Yeah, but
yeah, let me go out there and ask like the really hard-hitting questions and dig into your personal repertoire of lifestyle. It's when I'm just some fucking guy from Bone Dock, fucking Chesapeake, Virginia, trying to figure out. You want me to come out here and like Dateline this son of a bitch?
Yeah, right.
What happened?
Somebody fucking talk shit on the Austin St. John.
The interview that you guys did.
Yeah, it's like you screwing up right outside the gate and you ask generic questions. So I'm like, bruh, fuck off.
Like, it sounded like when Jon Stewart was like, they were asking Jon Stewart why he didn't go hard on John Kerry. He's like, my show comes after puppets making prank phone calls.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you really think I'm going to go up here and be like Dateline Gamer News?
Yeah.
Or Dateline Comic-Con? Then no, that's not. I'm just trying to talk to the guy.
Mr. St. John, why don't you have a seat? My name's Chris Hansen. Like,
what?
What's this?
Yeah, what the hell? First of all, I'm not going to do that because he can roundhouse kiss me and drop the...
Dude, it looks like he could throw a punch, though. I saw that.
Oh, wow.
I didn't mean to say that.
Just like, oh, no.
And I'm dead.
And you're dead. And you died.
Just dead right there. It's
like
French.
Like the only Dateline style question I'd ask Austin St. John is like, hey, are you ever jealous of JDF?
And I tried to ask that question without asking that question, but I don't think the guy went through the whole interview.
Oh wow!
Because I asked him straight up, "Do you miss it?" Because like I kept trying to like get close to that question, but every time I got close to that question, I felt like a lot of negativity coming off of him. Which it's not a bad. He was a really nice guy.
I can imagine that he gets asked that question constantly.
He got asked the question at the panel if there were any beef between him and JDF or whatever,
and he kind of brushed that off real quick.
Yeah, he did.
And he even asked he was like, "Who's Bryan Cranston?" I was like, "Really?"
Bryan Cranston,
whatever.
Yeah, he didn't know who he was because they said that the voice actors and the actors or whatever in the show they didn't never intermingle. Because
you don't mix peasant voice actors with the stars.
Guess that kind of makes sense.
I mean, yes.
Well, it does actually.
Shut up, Wes.
Okay.
Over there restarting your phone.
Right.
There you go, reinforcing a lead.
He's like, you know what? Wes can't talk until he reaches level 5 on Pokemon Go, so you pick a team.
Until he joins the Team Mystic, he cannot join this conversation.
Team
I'm
Mystic.
sorry, but I guess I'm going to have to join.
All for the frozen bird of the north.
What, are you going to join Team Valor just to be spiteful?
Dude, you might as well hang up your
dude, I think they'll kill you in here. Like,
it's just so much negativity. I feel.
That's like you grow up in a Crip neighborhood and you come in the house like, Mom, Dad, I joined the gang. Congratulations! What the fuck? Why are you wearing red?
Oops.
Wait, is that like a congratulatory moment? You just join a gang? Like, what family do you know? Like, just like, oh my god, you joined a gang.
I'm so proud of you.
It's a family that has very low expectations. Like,
it's very high expectations. Maybe the dad could never join a gang because he wasn't hard enough and he wanted to. This fucking conversation went sideways.
He's too much of a tax. like a tax.
I am removing myself
Carlton.
from this. I am not affiliated with this
Compares
conversation
taxes.
in any way.
You're like, I always wanted to be in a gang.
I told you, man, like, this is what happens. Like, this is what happens in all of our videos. It's like we start off on a decent topic and it goes sideways because we just think of random funny shit about life.
So,
don't you just alright me?
let's do that.
Alright me, bitch.
Then let's reel it in or whatever.
You let me finish my line.
A little bit of things. Let's go to the
alright me.
let's go to the comic side and everything like that. Some of the interesting things that I saw this week was
Can I?
Civil War 2. Give me 1 second. Civil War 2 is about to wrap up.
Has there ever been 2 civil wars in a country and they just named the second one Civil War 2?
No. Anyway, they're about to have 2 Iron Mans now.
Yeah,
Miss
Tony Stark
Riri Williams.
Yeah, Riri Williams. Have you seen her armor?
Yeah, it's all
my cousin.
It's not feminized. That's the thing.
No,
so
it's
I know
actual combat armor. Yeah. Yes,
it
is.
just looks
It's
sleeker, smaller.
Everything I've seen of her made her look real tiny.
Like
she is
she's
tiny.
15.
Well, I mean, but like
The biggest part of her body is her afro.
Shut up.
Yeah, I
She
was
could
so
block
mad about
out
the
the
afro.
sun.
I was so mad about the
Why
afro.
can't she have a Foxy Cleopatra fro?
She's wearing Iron Man
Yeah,
armor.
helmet.
Where is the hair gonna
Alright,
go?
I'm okay with that.
That's like
Everything
in
I
like
saw was
that's
like
like in
cutesy
Nikki Gun
little
33 and
shit.
the third
no,
when
no,
O.J.
no.
Simpson couldn't walk in the door because he had the afro.
Her armor is actually,
Iron Man armor.
yeah, Iron Man armor. They
Like
didn't
if
make
they
it like,
if they
with
tamed the
boom
hair
clips
down,
on it.
it'd make a lot more sense.
She's just having a frizzy hair day, man.
Or she
But I
just
can
got it
see-
like tied back.
I mean,
Something like tame it down because
She
the way they
pulls
made
her
it
helmet
look,
off,
it's like
she's
her
got helmet
afro
hair.
is like
she's got like the
ginormous.
indents of all the shit inside.
My cousin was super mad about the name though, because she's
Really?
like, yeah,
Really?
because she's like,
Hey, Ray!
they're just like,
Where you at,
calling her
girl?
retarded
It's your
off
girl
the bat.
Kiki.
Even though
Ah.
Nah, they just took that from Rihanna.
Yeah, probably.
That's what they call Rihanna.
yeah,
Oh,
but see,
that was
it's-
that was the
After,
thought. I think.
after RDJ.
Now I can never get retarded out of my head. Thanks a lot.
Possibly.
My job is done.
Well, I mean, they're doing her. She's going to be the new Invincible Iron Man, but they're also doing another Iron Man.
Are they just gender swapping all their heroes?
No, this isn't gender swap. Doom's becoming Iron Man.
That's
Doom.
Why?
why does Doom even need that? He's already an invincible gypsy mage techno king.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the way you were able to say that without stuttering a single word is just phenomenal.
He would make
My time has
he would
come.
make Garen proud right now.
I watched that conversation on New Year's. I was
What?
like when him and Garen went in the same room on New Year's. I was like,
Oh yeah, that's right.
A bunch of vernacular motherfuckers.
I know, right? Y'all know shit. Like I'm just.
No, but I mean, like, I can't profess to know as much about comic book lore as either you or DB, but like from what I've picked up, it's just Doom doesn't need. Is he just doing this for shits and giggles?
Yep.
Is he doing
yeah,
this
pretty
because
much.
there's like a galaxy full of like demon beasts out there that would make H.P. Lovecraft shit his pants? Why can't he just go fight that for a
More
while?
than likely, what they're trying to set up to is
Come back
reboot
and
Dark Reign.
recreate Bloodborne in his kingdom.
They're probably gonna
Probably
bring back
went
Dark
back in
Reign.
time and-
Plus, it's like his main
He
nemesis
came back
is
a
gone,
long
so
way.
it's like
Yeah.
with Reed doing his other thing, it's kind of like, well,
It's like,
who's
well,
second smartest in the world?
yeah, it's like, well, my only
We have to
rival
do what's
is
Reed.
like, yeah, my only rival is like, creating universes and stuff like that. So
He
what
didn't
do I
have
do?
time to play with me.
Well, you could have been the one creating universes, but you turned that down because you thought it was too much work, so you gave it to this guy. Stop. Just stop.
Just stop.
Go fight. Oh, God, who can he fight?
Everybody.
I mean,
Well, he'd win.
good.
That's
Yeah.
the whole thing, is he's self-sabotaging at this point.
He's I just like the fact that he went back in time the quick way and came back the long way.
That's what I mean by
That was
Immortal
kind of
Being.
brilliant, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you can learn so much
He
stuff.
wanted to learn
firsthand.
magic, so he went back in time, found the original source of magic, and studied it all the way back until the present day.
Pretty much.
I was like,
Which means that he can pretty much beat any mage at their game,
Wait,
in addition to
yeah.
making new forms of magic.
Because he defeats us.
Defeats himself.
Well, because
So
if he didn't, he'd have nothing to do.
so that asks, so why isn't he Wait, didn't he become Sorcerer Supreme?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did at one point.
I was about to say, well, why the hell isn't he Sorcerer Supreme? Wait a minute, he was.
He's just a really powerful guy staving off boredom for infinity.
Pretty
God.
much. So
I'd be the worst overpowered super god. I'd be like, I'm
No.
so bored! Platypus.
No, it's like that's the kind of thing where you give like 75 years of your life to just becoming a trucker. and just driving around because you got nothing better to do. You could sink continents. You could raise giant statues in your name, but you know what? I'm gonna just drive around Europe being a trucker for 7 years.
Just own a bar out in the middle of nowhere. Just like, what's up, y'all?
Yeah, and just watch the world.
Like, where you been at for the last 40 years? Here,
slinging beer.
It's like here, there.
That feels like that should be a thing now.
Yeah.
Just Dr. Doom, like 50 years in the future, just in a bar in the middle of nowhere.
He's in his own little like Western shack barn out in like some outskirts of fucking Tucson, Arizona.
Got it. That's the story right there. Old man Doom.
Old man Doom. But he's just sitting there. He's like sitting there behind the bar. He's got like an old busted flannel shirt on, just pouring stale beer out to all the locals and truck drivers that come through.
What about Latveria?
What about it?
What about, making the world better?
What about it?
I got Doombots on that.
He's like, I'm taking a break. He's like, I'm taking a break.
I got time. You don't, but I do.
He's like, I'm immortal, motherfucker.
Okay, so
you just sit there and be like, you know what? Just gonna wait. You gonna die, but I'm gonna wait. I'm good.
You get so mad at somebody, I'm gonna wait till you die.
Pretty
much.
And then I'm going to show up to your funeral and dance on your grave.
Like,
I can do that.
No, I'm gonna wait till you die and I'm gonna kick your cat. Like, y'all think about doing some real stuff. I'm talking about petty. You gotta be petty. When you can live forever, you just have a lot of time to be petty.
He's like, well, I robbed the bank, and instead of breaking out of jail, they decided to serve those 14 consecutive life sentences. Just because. They were really surprised on the last day of the 14th life sentence. They're like, man, okay, bye.
No. He robs a bank, serves the 4 consecutive life sentences, and just serves as a counselor and just reforms everybody in the freaking jail.
He's got the Doom mask on, but he's got like a turtleneck with like a vest or some shit going on. Just sitting there like, so,
who wants a banana sticker?
Thanos, is it? Why are you so obsessed of death?
Well, it started from my childhood. I watched a lot of people that I know.
You just walk in here, you see Thanos just crying, and he's like, "It's okay, it's okay.
You're amongst friends.
It's a breakthrough, but we're done for today."
So same time tomorrow. Do we do this again tomorrow?
Yes.
Next week.
Tomorrow we're gonna work on your fear of cats. That would be some shit Thanos was afraid of.
No, I fear squirrels. But then you can bring Squirrel Girl in there.
That's why Squirrel Girl beat him.
Yeah.
He's like, God, no, stop with the nuts.
Mr. Doom, your 4 o'clock with Mr. Sinister is here.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be like, what was that, the movie with Denzel Washington where he was a psychiatrist and that Navy guy was sitting in there and like for like
Antoine Fisher?
Yeah, for like 4 months he just sat there. And then one day he says, you know what? I hate my dad, or some shit like that. Just out of nowhere, and he's like, oh, really? Alright, so let's talk about that.
Yep.
Nah.
Alright, so we got 2 people. Wesley, Vern, y'all both watch Legends of Tomorrow.
Yes.
Right. Have y'all heard the news about season 2 of what the new characters that they're bringing in and everything?
Yeah, I think you told me about Vixen, about the Vixen ancestor Vixen.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the grandmother of Vixen. They already casted the girl that's going to be her.
Okay.
They're going to have Citizen Steel and Starman.
Yeah, I knew about Starman. Starman showed up at the end.
Yeah.
Or that was
Our
Man.
showed up at the end. Yeah, Citizen Steel is basically your DC version of Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what got me though about Legends, about the whole like CW verse, I guess we can call it now, was they said that John Barrowman is going to be a series regular on like just about every show.
I heard about that,
and I'm like, really though?
I'm guessing he's going to be like the one that transpire on everying.
Must be,
which is weird because it's like they're giving this much to Merlin when Merlin wasn't like, you know.
Well, you know, they had announced him being the major bad character on Arrow. They announced that like towards the middle of the last season, and so everybody knew it was going to be that. But then to make him to put him on Supergirl, Flash, and Legends, it's going to be a very interesting thing. It's like, you know, the way they kind of handled Vandal Savage. Where while I wasn't too crazy about him being like Egyptian at first instead of like his normal caveman roots. Yeah. You know, the way it all came together is kind of like that became so unimportant over time.
Pretty much, yeah.
I don't know, but as the show, you know, as just watching the show, it did come out pretty well. I like what they did with Hawkman.
I like what they did with Connor too.
Yeah,
Connor was amazing. That was such a good swerve on things.
Yeah,
because that was to me when the series really picked up, was because okay, now we're starting to see actual ramifications on things. And then when they left Adam and Hawkgirl in time for 2 years, that messed up Adam mentally in a lot of ways.
So I've been catching it on Hulu. Haven't really been catching it on the actual broadcast. So
yeah, I think it's back on. They got him on the Seed now, the CW Seed.
Yeah,
that's a pretty. That's not a bad little app there.
They're gonna be putting them on Netflix soon. Like
DB's favorite show is on the Seed now.
What's that? Real Housewives of Orange County?
Huh?
Real Housewives of Orange County.
No. Constantine just got picked up on CWC.
Yeah, they're supposed to be doing season 2 of that too, aren't they?
They are talking about it, but the thing is,
you don't spend that kind of money and not do another season.
Yeah, but the thing is, NBC owned like the rights to it and everything, and they got all the set pieces and stuff like that. And most of the actors that used to work with it are now gone. They're on separate projects. Like Matt Ryan himself, he's on doing Broadway shows right now.
So
scheduling and everything.
So
I want to Broadway.
So yeah,
yeah.
I mean, if your name is Lin Miguel, was it that Lin Manuel Margaret, that guy that did was it not Hawkeye, Hamilton? He is making a lot of money.
That show paid on like how well the show does.
Yeah.
Did you see his appearance on freaking what is it? Last week with John Oliver?
Yes.
He did a custom. Yo,
yep, I remember
that beat was fresh.
Yes, it was. But he's really talented. Like, but I don't know if he'd be as good in a scripted, like in something that he had to like go with somebody else's. Kind of like the reverse of Tyler Perry, where Tyler Perry is significantly a better actor in things that he doesn't write. What? It's true.
Well, because he can't fucking act unless he's Medea.
No, he can't fucking act when he's Medea.
Yeah, when he's Medea, he can't.
Well, I mean, Medea is essentially a two-dimensional character. Anyway,
Medea
there's not
bought
much
him
to
his
do.
house.
There's not much for Medea to do. She flares her gun around, talks about Jesus for a bit. And
oh hell no! There's a bunch of red team motherfuckers across the street. We need to go get them.
Yo, it's time to roll.
We gotta roll out.
I'm gonna be an instant
over there.
Yeah, that's what she just said. She says, "Well, there's a bunch of people over there playing Pokemon Go, and they're on red team. Fucking bastards."
Squad up.
See, this is how it starts.
The fever. The rage. The feeling of powerlessness.
Nintendo's just sitting there like, yes. Break down society and join us. And then it's gonna be like Team Purple. That's like the Nintendo Master Race. Then you have to be like top tier of your team before you can even get on to Team Purple.
Yeah. It's so funny that when you go out places and you're just standing there and somebody's just like, you're getting your Pokemon, somebody else is getting their Pokemon. It's just like, what's your level? Like, what team are you? Like
what's your highest CP, man?
Yeah, what's your highest CP?
Oh, I got a 200.
You ain't shit,
bitch.
You ain't shit.
Remember reading a joke about a girl flirting with a guy in a bar. She's like, yo, why don't you hand me your phone so I can put my number in it for you? And he's like, okay. And then she opens up Pokemon Go and transfers an entire team in there. And he's like, what the fuck is this? And she pulls out and there's a freaking team.
Yeah, they're saying they're supposed to be able to
trade soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been saying something.
Like they
about
just,
that.
but like they said, like on the next update, like they're gonna try to do like actual like improvements to the game, not just a bug.
They need to fix the dang gyms because
they need what? What's wrong with gyms?
Because whenever I go to the gyms or whatever, I'm battling against them. It'll get down to like one health point, and I gotta keep hitting them. It's like they don't faint. It's like it glitches out to where they don't faint at all.
Yo, you know what you can do? You can mob rush a gym. Like you get like 4 or 5 people rushing that gym.
Well, that probably like break the servers. Yeah. I mean, that seems to be the major thing with it. Is like certain days, like Saturday, we were cool all day for the most part for the day for servers or whatever. But Friday, Friday.
I think they're figuring out the servers now.
Well,
because like they had to figure out this shit when it first came up too.
Well, don't get me wrong, Niantic seems to be doing all right because I mean the maps are like almost exact.
Well, it's Google Map, man. They just follow the Google Maps thing and just put their own skin on it.
Yeah, pretty much taking off of Ingress.
I really am interested in seeing like how the game progresses. because like if it continues to be, I don't know, as popular as it is, you get your other developers on the project. I'm really interested to see like just how the customizations go, how the trading and all of that. It just seems like there's a lot that can be added, a lot that can be done. And
well, I agree with you.
I'm waiting for maybe not the next game, not Sun and Moon, but not the game after that either. But like maybe like 2 games down the line after like Pokemon Go's been out for a few years, that they come out with the Pokemon Go system, where it's basically a cell phone built for Pokemon Go. And then instead of releasing a new game that's like on the DS, they actually merge the two together and they go from there.
Only problem with that?
What's the...
Go ahead.
Actually, they're saying that Pokemon Go is actually part of a longer-term strategy for Nintendo with the NX platform, because they see everybody going VR, and so the hypothesis is Nintendo's going to go and do their own weird thing again and zag, and instead go with a primarily AR route, where they have a bunch of like augmented reality stuff, and
I just know that Nintendo
a portable tablet device that can function as a controller with a central thing.
Like the Wii U.
They just like, we need $100 million. All right,
to carry around.
Money's on the table. They can do whatever they want. They can stop making money right now and still function for the next 100 years without cutting anybody from the team.
I mean, but that's a little bit dated news. You know, we already knew that Nintendo's
conservationism actually has long-term benefits that people seem to dislike.
And they're not about competing against the other consoles like Sony and Microsoft. They're like, okay, do your thing. We're going to be over here doing Nintendo.
And Dre brings up a good point with the NX system. That's why they're so secretive about what the NX is going to be. Like, people were speculating there's going to be like a controller that's like a screen on a controller or whatever like that. Yeah. But Nintendo is like, they haven't released any information about it at all. And that's because, they're willing to risk things. They're willing to go out there and do risk.
Well, like they can come back from it. How many times did they fail? Like the Virtual Boy, and shit like that.
Like the Wii system, that was like one of their highest selling systems. But you look at the Wii U.
Well, that's because
that was technically considered a flop.
Yeah, because
everybody already had the Wii. Why do I need to go out and get the Wii U?
Yeah, because people were thinking it was an upgrade instead of a completely different console. So people really didn't. It was a failure of marketing at that point.
Yeah, right.
They didn't understand what was going on with it.
I feel like they should have waited on doing the Wii U and named it something different. Mm-hmm. Because you had the Wii come out in between the 360 and the 4s.
Mm-hmm. But that's always been Nintendo's thing. Nintendo isn't trying to compete with Sony or Microsoft. That's the reason why they say they can fight over that red water. We don't want none of it.
But they had the Wii, and then the Wii U came out so fast after that.
Well, that's because the Wii was basically a reverse-engineered GameCube with waggle controls.
With a little bit of Dreamcast mixed in there. Oh, yeah, by the way, Sony says they're talking about coming out with Dreamcast 2.
No, they don't need to do that.
They don't need.
What if they do? What if they dropped it and it fucking wrecked everything that was out on the market right now?
Okay,
it's not going to.
It would be hilarious if it did.
They used that Nintendo money and came out with like a console killer. That's Nintendo's like MGMs to Disney. You know what I mean? Because like Disney wants to make a violent movie, they go pull MGM and like, yo man, make this chick fuck this girl and then kill her.
Oh, snap.
That's what MGM is for Disney.
See, and that's just making me really salty about freaking Rogue One again, because I still remember the fact that they're reshooting a bunch of that right now because they said it was too violent and too warlike.
No, they said it didn't fit the theme coming into the last 10 minutes of the movie, because the problem is that there's only a 10-minute gap between the end of Rogue One and Episode 4. So they got us like, you can't go way the fuck out the left field and then come in here and get 1970s.
Why are they setting it at only a 10-minute gap between the end of that and...
Because they pass the plans off and then they're basically...
Oh, and then they get jumped by the start. Yeah. Okay. But I mean, you don't have to reshoot half the damn movie.
They're not. They're reshooting a couple of the scenes because it doesn't fit the theme.
Because that makes me... I'm just still kind of upset about the fact that they're reshooting Suicide Squad, because apparently it isn't funny like Marvel comics are.
all of that reshoot things. It's like
some of that though is hype though.
Yeah,
so it's not really
hype.
Yeah. I mean, almost every movie has at least 40% reshoot, whether it's lighting, whether it's just scene transition or something,
or something's just not right.
Yeah.
What was it in Princess Bride? There's this big debate, and I know this is going to sound way out there, but like they did this reshoot because somebody lost this particular reel of footage, and they needed to have it to keep the movie going on. Well, one of the actors, they couldn't get him out there to do the reshoot, so they made a cardboard cutout of the guy, and he put him a little bit further back. So everybody says that this one particular scene where all three were standing there in like this like out in somebody's backyard looking like area, you just see this guy back there who's like perfectly still, doesn't move, and like he has no depth to him. So everybody's like, "Is that really a cardboard cutout?" But there's like, "No, it was him." Yeah,
totally.
Movie magic.
Yeah,
much.
early
practical
80s, late
effects
80s
though.
magic.
How about the fact that freaking Independence Day 2 is a complete and absolute flop?
Did I not say that movie should not have been
Time out.
made?
It's out of curiosity.
Is it?
No,
Out of curiosity.
out of the ratings, because I've been too broke to go to the movies, but out of the
Who
ratings...
expected? Did we have any higher expectations than that?
No,
It's
I told you that movie should
20
never
years
been made.
and no will. Like
I did.
20 years later, no will.
you had
I
expectations.
had slight expectations.
Did you have expectations or
No,
did you
well-
have hope? Wait, before I need to hear this.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. Go
All
ahead.
right. I was
Well, I mean, from what it sounds like, it's like the old cast kind of had an idea of what they needed to do. It was the young guys, the people that they're supposed to be passing off the torch to, that didn't have, and like they were wooden, like they didn't know. There was no welcome to Earth. There was no rousing speech. There's no I'm back. There's none of that.
But again, I said it before and I'll say it again. You cannot make a sequel to Independence Day because that movie was such an iconic movie and it had so. It's just like you can't make Sixth Sense 2.
Or like how you can't
You know what I
make
mean?
another Ghostbusters
Yeah,
the right way.
yeah. There's certain movies you don't remake. Or you don't add a sequel to. And Independence Day is one of those movies you don't do a sequel to.
Well, let me ask this.
Objection!
Shut the fuck up, Wes.
Let me ask this. As a flop, what did it sell? Like, what was it considered? What did it make?
The way I can tell the
Opening
movie...
weekend.
The way the movie was the way you can tell the movie was bad is that the very same weekend that it came out, you stopped hearing about it.
Yeah. It was
That's how you know.
It was like 35 million domestically opening weekend.
35 million.
Well, what was it? What was it worldwide? Because worldwide stats matter a lot more than domestic.
Yeah,
stats
yeah.
do
Well,
now.
But what came out around the same time too? Finding
Warcraft.
Dory.
Well,
Finding Dory crushed all of them.
No! You cannot compare Independence Day to Finding Dory.
Yes,
You
you
can.
You
You can on the money scale.
No, not just because of the money scale, but it's like everybody who grew up with Finding Nemo is still in that same age range where they would have been young enough to see Independence Day as well.
Yeah, because
So,
but Independence Day was 10 years before Finding Nemo.
You're right, but
in
I'm saying
a way, kind of. Like,
like-
what?
It was 90. What was it? 97 when Independence Day first came out. 96.
96.
Yeah. So I remember going to the movie theater and seeing it.
I do too.
And it just blew my mind because it was so cool. And then all the hype and all the build and all the cool shit that came out with it, and toys and action figures and all that other cool shit. And then,
Welcome to Earth.
yeah, 20 plus years later, or 19 years later, however long it's been.
Well, remember how long the original Independence Day was in theaters? It came out July 4th. That thing was in theaters for months.
But it's because it was one of the few. It was like one of the first real $100 million like blockbuster.
Blockbuster movies.
Yeah.
They used to. The first real time that like CG was so believable, it was scary.
Yeah.
I mean, Jurassic Park came out a little bit before that. What was it, 95?
93.
And then this came out, and you got city-sized freaking spaceships right there.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're sitting there saying like, oh, the next ship is the Plaza of Earth and just drops down everywhere. Like, again, that was a movie that should not have been made.
Did you just Yoda voice?
I did.
That was awesome.
I know.
Like,
You could tell it was going to be cheesy by the way the fighters were and how everybody had those like plastic space guns to fight the aliens again. It was like, come on, man. What made Independence Day great was the fact that they're just sitting there having a barbecue and this giant UFO just fucking comes in and wrecks house on everybody.
I do have to appreciate the fact that
they tried?
That they advanced the technology.
Tony just caught a
jets.
531 pincer.
What?
We need to get off this shit.
But I do appreciate the fact that they did, like update the technology and everything like that, like the military weapons and everything, and the military was more united.
Well, Well, from what I heard, the most interesting part of the entire thing was the subplot out in the African desert where a ship actually did land, and there was a land war going on for 5+ years, and the local warlords had to band together to fight them back using whatever resources they had at hand, and then later, when everybody else finally got the sticks out their butts and recovered, they had to send help too. And that sounds like a way more interesting plot than, oh yeah, but the aliens came back, and this time they brought the Superstar Destroyer.
But a lot of that had to do with the fact, though, that timeline that they put on the website for the 20 years actually explained it because the warlords basically banded together and created a sovereign nation and said that the United Nations weren't allowed to come in.
And see, the fact that they did that, a lot of the promotions that they did that or whatever, trying to get people like interactive, to get people used to it and whatnot, I kind of appreciate that, you know? It actually gained people to spark interest in it or whatever. Like the movie kind of grew with you. Like it was actually the 20 years or whatever that it took.
Yeah, I'm on the fence.
And that movie would have been.
I'm on the fence on that just because of the fact that it's like me and you had that conversation about how all of a sudden now everything's got to have its own universe. It's just that was the one. Like I understand that you can appreciate the work they put in, but at the same time, it's like everything don't need its own universe. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to universe build every movie.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Well, universe build, just the
way that they're doing, like the way they're trying to do a universe of Transformers and G.I. Joe together.
Well, just like in general, it's like if you take a movie, it's almost like you can't have an action movie that's a standalone movie. It's like you got to say, okay, now here's this movie, and it's gonna lead to this, 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 and you got to have these hanging subplots and these hanging points. They still need to be.
Looking at it from a more pragmatic point of view, if you can do that and get people attached to the universe and the universe building, that means that's more consistent long-term profits over a long period.
Men in Black 3 is supposed to feature the same guys from 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, they're all.
That's what happens.
Huh? Men in Black 4.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I've never seen 21 Jump Street, so
the problem is it's just like if you guys have been around almost as long as I have.
Shut up,
the truth, hey man, I'm cute. So
confidence is a healthy.
So how many times have you guys seen shows that we start to get attached to and then they just done? They don't even finish out the season.
Firefly.
It's just like Firefly's one.
Dude,
Firefly's
Cowboy
Earth
Bebop.
and Beyond, freaking. What is it? That
Undercovers. I like that show.
No,
that was my show.
He's got a.
What's his name from Ash and the Evil Dead? Bruce Campbell.
Yeah,
that Fox thing. Remember when he was a cowboy? Like
yes,
that was amazing, and they just canceled it.
And they just cancel it, and it's like you just have these moments where it's just like, oh. I don't have enough. There's more that I want to know.
But I mean, that became a running joke because they made that joke on The Simpsons, where every time somebody got attached to a show, Fox would cancel it and then put
every time Family Guy come up, they listed all the other shows that canceled before they got the
God, that was so hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Greg the Bunny. I love Greg the Bunny.
No. How about they canceled Firefly season 2 to bring back Dark Angel, and then they canceled Dark Angel anyway.
And Dark Angel was shit compared to Firefly.
But hey, you know, talk about making this universe and everything.
Shut up over there,
you talking about universe build? I mean, that's the Marvel way now.
Well, I mean,
everybody's trying to
consider the other movie that came out like recently that I actually do want to go see, which is Warcraft.
I do want to
and that bombed locally, which is hilarious because Blizzard is an American company. Everybody knows everything about Warcraft because they've interacted it in some way, shape, or form. But that movie did way better outside the country than it did actually in the country.
Oh yeah, like outside the country in China and stuff.
That's because that
movie grossed higher than freaking Kung Fu Panda.
Yep.
Whoa.
And think of it.
Whoa.
I'm not even lying.
Think of it like Pacific Rim. Think of it in the same way as Pacific Rim.
I'm so glad that they haven't given up trying to make Pacific Rim 2.
Oh yeah, because
they've got actors slated for it
so good.
John Bodega is the son to Idris Elba. I can't never say his name. Yeah. I'm in a room full of hateful eyes right now.
You're in a room full of black people that like Idris Elba.
See, thank God you said that.
Idris Elba's okay.
But no, he tweeted that he is going to continue on his father's legacy. That just basically says he's the son to that character from the first one. And I like it. And I really, really hope they have giant robot boxing matches.
That's the whole thing. I just kind of hope that they managed to slim it down so that instead of doing the drift thing, you can have a single pilot in a mech.
They might.
That drift thing, interesting concept, but to me it feels like there's way too many caveats to it.
Yeah. Well, you can have like
an excellent plot point though for the movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like where
the guy's
like gets snatched out of the mech and he's just like, brother.
Yeah, it's almost the same thing that happened in Evangelion, but
we're not talking about that confusing ass biblical wannabe story.
Hey,
all right, fuck that shit.
It was okay.
That shit. I've watched that shit
so many times and watch that trash by yourself.
I have watched that fucking show so many times, and I've never once made sense of it. Even the movies don't help. Like the first 30 minutes of the last one was like a claymation animation of this giant fucking ape wrecking house. It had nothing to do with the movie.
Why are you here?
God!
Alright. Anybody got anything else?
Cool, though. The action sequence is cool. But other than that, I was like, fuck!
What's up?
But I think Birds of Prey would do good now.
Go away! Just
Why?
go. Because if you give Birds of Prey a fucking show before you get Firefly second season, I'm going to stab you in the cloaca.
They were talking about making a Birds of Prey movie. It was a rumor going on.
That mean they made a Firefly movie, but that didn't do any justice.
Basically, even that was one of the best action movies of like recent memory. Like that was just a great movie.
It was a good movie.
It was a great movie.
Basically, Birds of Prey is Oracle's like team she made of Night. Sorry, Black Canary. I'm drawing a blank. Huntress. Yeah, Huntress. Black Canary. What was the other one? Black Hawk, Black Siren, or the one Lady Black Hawk, Lady Black Hawk.
He added all the names together.
I had to think of Lady Black Hawk, Hawk and Dove. Basically, a lot of superheroes that's based off of birds, so they call Birds of Prey.
Makes sense.
Yeah, no, I'd actually appreciate it.
Even Poison Ivy was a part of it at one point.
It would be good.
I actually would probably prefer another season of Firefly, but I understand at this point in time it's never going to happen.
Oh, nah, because, Fox.
I mean, they've all the actors said they'd be like, yeah, we'll go right ahead. We'll do it.
It's the same way Brendan Spawn wants to do like a final season of Metalocalypse, but Adult Swim's like, nah.
They don't have to do a final season. You got the opera.
But you know what?
Yeah. I know, but people actually wanted another season, and everybody was good to go with it, except for Adult Swim, which was so sad.
No, because they had to make room for Boondocks season 2, which flopped.
You know, Firefly,
which wasn't even real Boondocks either.
Because you talking about Boondocks season 4?
Yeah, because like what was it? The guy
Aaron Magruder,
he said, and it was horrible.
Yeah,
like it was like Simpsons going to the freaking moon kind of bullshit.
Like the last 2 seasons of In Living Color.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can always tell when a show is like running out of ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
or if they lose their main writer, or
like all those scary movies.
Well, no, the first 2 were good
because they were made by the Wayans.
Yeah, and then after that, it was just trash.
So they're still making them. Still, they have another one slated to come out.
Yeah, because a bunch of these teenagers are going to go fucking spend millions of dollars to watch.
No, I don't even think it's going to be teenagers at this point. I don't even think it's teenagers at this point. I think it's middle-aged people just wanting to see if the next one is even good.
Well, considering that you can make a scary movie for like less than $1 million.
Because I heard that Cloverfield Lane was like
if you make it for like if you make a movie for $50,000 and it does $3 million in business, you've made a heck of a profit margin.
Hold on, you just said Cloverfield?
I 10 Cloverfield Lane.
I heard that movie.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I saw that movie.
Was it good?
Fuck that movie.
For an extent. All right,
everybody wait. I haven't seen it. So why is it bad? Because I've heard nothing but good things. I heard
it was supposed to be like the end of it is like Cabin in the Woods.
It kind of.
Oh, now I want to see it because I love Cabin in the Woods.
It's misery mixed with signs.
He said it's misery mixed with signs. I'm saying that it actually was a pretty decent plot up until I kind of didn't like the aliens.
It's misery mixed with signs.
But
God damn it! I want to say spoilers, but I was thinking it was like the Cloverfield monster again.
No, the only reason why I named it 10 Cloverfield Lane was
the actual lane.
Yeah.
I know, but I like just having the Cloverfield thing
pretty much
show up.
Reveal like what Rosebud type thing.
But if
or
you
whatever.
think about it, if you really wanted to put it together, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people kind of headcanon that in there, you could say like the alien thing was a precursor. But even so, it's still just. It was good for what it was up to a specific point. I like how they showed life inside of an enclosed area, for a long amount of time and how that makes people go stir crazy.
Oh, it's like Fallout, the prequel.
It's just cabin fever. So
it's just
without the weird disease.
But they always say what a but they did a good job of it though. So I mean, visually it was good. It's just the alien thing was a little off.
And John Goodman's the best.
Well, you're going to complain about the alien thing anyway because you hate grays.
I can't deal with them, man.
So, I mean, that you have to at least admit that I don't like aliens before you say the alien thing was bad because you, in particular, do not like aliens and that colors your perception.
From this direction, you look like Ra's al Ghul.
Thank you.
And you know what sucked? Especially when I got the VR set for the Galaxy S Edge or SM Edge, they had a picture in there with aliens in it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, don't even worry. They're going to be bringing I think Alien Isolation to VR. We'll make you sit down and play that.
I'm not going to play it.
What's his racist against grays?
Yeah.
That's a great.
It's
the
big
hashtag Gray Lives Matter.
Black bug eyes.
Yeah, I'm hashtagging that actually right now. No.
All right, well, we need to go Pokemon hunting.
Yeah.
I just left my group. They were like, "You coming back out with your boyfriend?" I was like, "Maybe in a minute." They want me to pop my lure over there by the dance studio.
Bunch of hood rats.
Wow.
I mean, I just gotta canvas the area.
No, but they were like, "You guys need to be careful in this area though, because someone just tried to take my mountain bike." They're like, "Let me get your bike," and he was like, "No," and he rode off. He was like, "Someone just tried to jump me." I was like, "Jesus."
Yeah, you guys
but anyway, I just got a level 531 pincer.
Yeah, it's real out there in these streets. Pokemon is serious business.
That's my highest one. I just want them straight up like that.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and end it here today. Want to thank
Pokemon
Byron
wrestling
for chilling out with us.
This was fun, you guys. I'll probably do it again next week.
No, you won't.
Cool. I mean, his wife and kids ain't home, so
do it live.
The ball and leash is gone.
I mean, that's what happens when you throw them out.
So we want to thank everybody for listening in today. We've been off a little bit. I've been sick. Things been happening, but we're gonna get the ball back rolling, get back on it. So
Josh and Tanya have matching toenail polish.
Don't hate on our life.
I just want you to let
You don't know us.
You know what? I'm learning
at least my significant other's in the house.
Oh.
That was
snap back.
It is very lonely in my house now.
If you like it, give us a like, comment, share, thumbs up, all that good stuff, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Remember social class, act like you've been somewhere before. Peace out, guys.
If you like it, tell a friend. If you don't like it, tell an enemy.
Yeah, he was just like, "Oh, you single now?" Hey.